Mashuldyogi ho. Mashuldyogi ho.
All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope you're all doing well. Wednesday, February the 23rd, 2022. We are live here on the Daily Crow. Of course, as always, I'm Chris Phillips, your host of the Daily Crow, the Spurs Up Show. We got a lot to get into. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. I see Travi, Wesley, Travis Allen, Connor Lee, Terrence. What's going on? Also, guys, you're in the Big Cock Club Discord. Head over to the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel. Be sure your questions are answered there. Shout out to, and you're right, I did not change the whiteboard. So we will do that over the first break. Yeah, we'll do that over the first break because I'm not getting up right now. Let's see. Oh, thank you for reminding me. My guy Skyland called me pre-show and got me distracted, so I'm blaming Skyland for me not changing the whiteboard. We will just do this. Great day. Just a great day. Actually, we'll leave it off for now. We'll leave it off until the first break. Brendan, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, a lot to get into. By the way, I hope he's tuned in. If he's not, oh well. Shout out my guy Phil, our guy Phil Harris, Rugby Phil, for sending me over this T-shirt. Shout out to Jack's Rangers, the Jack's Rangers podcast. Ours truly. Phil, you see the logos on the sleeves here. Really, really good stuff. Appreciate Phil sending this over. Guys, if you ever have anything you want to send over, shirts, whatever, you want to put something in the background, you can send it my way. Shoot me a DM. But again, appreciate Phil and really excited for him, his progress, everything he's got going on with his business as well. As you can see also, things are a little bit different on this side. Decided to switch things up a little bit because we are in the midst of baseball season. It is not football season right now. We are in the midst of baseball. So decided I'd switch some things up. Appreciate my guy for getting me the turfs. And, thought it'd be cool to throw some baseball stuff in the background. Yeah, the shirt's sick. Again, appreciate Phil Harris, a.k.a. Jack's Rangers, for sending over the T-shirt. But, yeah, really looking forward to today, guys. Huge day today. Big-time game day for South Carolina men's basketball as the Gamecocks take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs at the CLA tonight. Really, really big day for us. We're going to be at Tin Roof, guys, 5 until basically 6:30 or right before, and then we're going to hike it over to CLA and get ready to watch South Carolina take on MSU. But again, I do want to hear from you. 843-790-3377. Guys, it's 843-790-3377. My guy CJ, what's up, babe? Hope you're feeling well today. Yeah, Connor Lee, great bounce back performance from Cade Austin last night. He was actually our midweek MVP. I thought he spun the baseball really, really well, and it was a bounce back performance for sure. Again, of course, went through for the midweek, not a great team if you would either way. Thought he spun the baseball beautifully. That was the Cade Austin I expected to see coming out of the preseason. Not a guy with overpowering stuff, but a dude who simply can just attack the zone for you. And, he goes after hitters, and he makes them uncomfortable, and he makes them put the baseball in play. And, he gets ahead and counts. So, what's so funny, by the way, so I've dropped my prediction, by the way, for South Carolina, Mississippi State. And to see people freaking out because I'm picking the Gamecocks to win this game tonight, 76-75. I've picked us to win games, and we actually won. I don't know if people realize that. They just see like the latest streak or what have you. I've actually picked us to win or lose and been correct many, many times this season, by the way. So I look at it this way, guys. Again, I've got the Gamecocks in the game, and I can't believe I'm picking us. I can't believe I am, but it really just comes down to this. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You're not going to fool me again. You're just not. I'm done doubting. You know what, Frank Martin? You wanted my benefit of the doubt. You wanted my favor towards you. You know what? You earned it. I'll give it to you. You earned it. So if you can't handle prosperity, if you can't handle me picking you to win, then I guess so be it. But, at home, all the momentum in the world, how can you not pick South Carolina? That's my question. How can you not? Is Mississippi State a better basketball team top to bottom? Probably. But how can you pick against the Gamecocks and what they are doing right now? Again, momentum is a fickle mistress, my friends. Momentum's a fickle mistress, and the Gamecocks have got Uncle Mo on their side. Like it says on the hat, feels good to be good. Yeah, Connor, I think there's going to be a really, really good crowd. I think so. Let me see here. Let's see. CJ always feels good to be a Gamecock. Indeed. Yeah, like I said, an exciting day. Hey, you got the win last night against Winthrop. Big game night against Mississippi State. Exciting week in the city, too, man. We've got, of course, this weekend series against George Washington. Also, surprise, this is kind of breaking news, but yours truly tomorrow night is going to Morgan Wallen in the city. We're going to Morgan Wallen, believe it or not. Scored a ticket. Feels good to be good. We scored a ticket to Morgan Wallen. Who would have ever thought? Anyways, want to hear from you. Phil, check it out, Phil. Rocking the Jacks Rangers. Huzzah, my friend. Huzzah. Thank you, Phil. For the fire t-shirt. Thank you, sir. Felt like this was a great day to wear it. Thank you. Let's jump to the whole line here.
Call from
Austin Greer.
Austin, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up? How we living?
I'm living well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
All right. So I'm known for kind of my takes are normally a little bit. I watched 4 games of baseball and I'm already like kind of. You'll probably not agree with me, but I'm worried about Seidler this year. And here's the thing. I liked him last year. I didn't think he was that good of a bat last year. I mean, I feel like his average was okay. He hit the long ball. But I just feel like every time we needed an at-bat by Seidler, he let us down. And he had some big hits, yes, but I just feel like this year included that every time we need him to do something in a crucial moment, he starts swinging the bat at pitches in the dirt, and he always pops down the infield. Am I completely wrong there?
He's cold. He's ice cold. He's ice cold. You know, I'm not mailing it in on Josiah Seitler just because I've literally seen him do it last year. So you know, he's cold. Listen, he's cold. He's having a bad start of the year. He's cold, no doubt. So you know, we will see if he can turn it around and get things going. And certainly everybody's got to be better. You know, on one hand, you can look at it and say we have double-digit hits in our first 4 games, which is awesome. But, you know, you're not getting those big knocks. Like I said, again, you're just not getting them. You're not getting guys in. I mean, I was frustrated last night being there because single. I'm like, bro, somebody hit a gapper. Like, somebody hit a bomb. Like, I want to be more productive too. And, you know, I love having guys on base and clogging the base pass to a degree, but good Lord, it means nothing if you can't drive them in. So, you know, Seitler's one of those guys that we need him to get going. I think right now he's hitting like 115 or something. But you know, it's in there. I mean, we saw it last year. He did it all last season. So it's not a thing where I'm questioning, is he even capable of doing it? He's just cold right now. So he's not going to be a guy to take out of the lineup, at least right now. I mean, he'd have to continue this stretch for another couple weeks, I think, before they give up on him or anything like that. Again, just because last year he did do it for you. So, but yeah, certainly he's one of many that you know really need to get going, need to get in gear.
He's also really. I've noticed that he's really good first baseman. Like he was making some stretches that even announcers were talking about, where there was guys in the infield throwing him balls to first. That he had to reach all the way out. And he's a pretty good first baseman. Did he not play first baseman at all last year?
Seitler played left field last year, basically the entire year.
So, yeah, I like him at first. I think he's a really good fielder, but I don't know. I don't know. Whenever I feel like I'm watching, I watch just about try to watch every Gamecock game. For some reason, whenever it's 2 outs, I feel like he's the one that goes to the plate. And either, you know, just doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it's
with Wes Clark last year as well.
Yeah,
where I just felt like every 2 outs it was either him or Seidler of the head. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen, it's early. A lot can change. He can go out there and go 7 for 10 this weekend, and we're having a completely different conversation Monday of next week. But no, yeah, top to bottom. I mean, again, I and I understand Winthrop helped us. I totally get it, dude. We won 7-1. I'm not going to sit here and complain and bitch on a Wednesday about winning 7-1. But you got to be better in regards to, you know, situational hitting and 2-out hitting, and you can't leave 14 guys on base and make a living that way. So especially when the competition gets better. But you know, we're just a work in progress, man. We're just getting into the season. We've played 4 games. We're going to get better as we go along. Hitters are finding their timing. That's the biggest thing I'm seeing is just the timing is kind of not there. That's why you're not seeing as solid a contact. I think we will get into a groove. So, we'll see. We'll see. But I think it's a good problem. I mean, it could be much worse. I mean, we won 7-1, and we're having this conversation. So it's not like we won 2-1. So it's not like we had 5 hits last night. So, but just got to be more productive guys on base. Bottom line, got to hit better runners in scoring position, and just got to start making more solid contact gap to gap, man. I mean, again, these singles are great and all that, but it's those big games. Winthrop begged us to break that game open, and for whatever reason, we just did not oblige. So, I think all it's going to take is one big knock. That one big knock that will sort of spark things and get things going. I don't think it's going to be a season-long issue. And again, that's the funny thing is people want – I don't know. I don't know if it's in the nature of human beings that – well, I think it is. We're not patient. People aren't patient. So they don't like the answer of, well, you just got to let it play out. It's a marathon. No, they want to have conclusions drawn right now. People want to draw conclusions. They do. They do. Most people, at least. They can't just live with, man, just let it play out. Just let it play out. I mean, We're going to improve. We're going to get better. It's a long year. Hey, we're going to get hot. We're going to get cold. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. You just got to hope you're hot more than you're cold. And as Mark Kingston said, I think he said it beautifully a couple of games ago, that, right now what it's about in these first 2 weeks is finding your best 9, your best combination of dudes to go out there and get the job done. And what you hope for in the first, couple of weeks before SEC play, what you hope for is while you are doing that, you are also winning games. Because you got to try, guys. You got to change up your lineup a little bit. You got to give guys opportunities. You just have to, because you got to find out who are your dudes. You just do. You got to find out who are your dudes. So if they need to plug somebody else in at first, or sit Seitler for a game, then they'll do it. But no, I think, dude, he was your 4-hole hitter all last year. You have to believe that, hey, our guy's going to get going. He is going to get going. It's in there. So, and at some point, you get to a point where he's not getting the job done, then they got to make a change. But 4 games in, man, you can't throw him to the wayside 4 games in. You just can't do it. You can't. Nobody knows more than Seitler himself. He's got to swing it better. You know what I mean? Nobody. Trust me, he's not going up there trying to hit a pop up. Like he wants to get the job done. So we'll see if he can do it. Let's see if he can make the adjustment.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
So, Austin, appreciate you, my guy. Always a pleasure. Good stuff. 843-790-3377. I saw Skyland called in. Skyland, if you'd like to call back in, my guy. Again, what's so funny, though, people freaking out because I'm picking South Carolina to win the basketball game. Guys, believe it or not, I have picked us to win at different points this season, and we've won. I've been right in my picks. I think what it is, though, people pay more attention when I am wrong. That's what it comes down to. People don't pay as much attention when I pick us to win and we win. People like to see when I'm wrong. So, whatever. Is what it is. Is what it is. All good. All good. Either way, 843-790-3370. Yeah, Brian, I saw that Clem Sucks won 2-1 over Coastal Carolina. Hey, there's a big, by the way, for all you baseball junkies out there. Let's see what time it's at. I did not see what time. There is a big midweek game tonight. Yes, 7 o'clock, which, that's during our game, so I won't get to watch it, which sucks. But tonight, LSU taking on Louisiana Tech at their place. So, going to be one hell of a game down there at La Tech. Going to be one hell of a game at La Tech. Let's see. Again, guys, in case you missed it, I am picking the Gamecocks. I'm rolling with South Carolina tonight. 76-75. And listen, I'm not trying to be the kiss of death. I'm not. Again, I've picked us to win this season, and we have won games. I've picked us to win, and we've won. Believe it or not. There haven't honestly been many games that I've picked us to win, and we lost. It's normally the other way. Many times I've picked us to lose and we've won, but not many times have I picked us to win and we lost, if that makes sense. John, yes, I got to check on your order, John. It should be shipping out like any day now. By the way, there is a late game tonight. You got Bakersfield and whoever that team is. Let's see. Bakersfield and, yeah, St. Mary's and Cal State Bakersfield. 9 p.m. So if you're crazy like me and you'll just watch a baseball game to watch a baseball game, you know, maybe we'll stay up and watch the game. I mean, I'll tell you guys this, guys. And I'm sure you already all know this. But if I'll tell you this, in an alternate universe where I'm not doing the Spurs Up show, if I wasn't doing the Spurs Up show, honestly, if I could just cover college baseball all across the country, like national college baseball, like the D1 baseball guys do, that would be so much fun, I feel like. I like being a baseball analyst, being a baseball, covering baseball, wouldn't even have to just be South Carolina. Just baseball across the board. That would be so much fun. I love baseball, especially college baseball, man. The randomness, the parody. By the way, guys, I was having this realization, I guess you could say, at the ball field last night. Don't look now. Guys, I talked to you about the baseball season gets very, very serious very, very quickly, right? And I meant that because when you look, Clemson week is next week, guys. Clemson week is next week. Next week. So absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy that Clemson week's next week. Just wild. Just wild. Absolutely wild. Again, 843-790-337. Some guys at 843-790-337. So, yeah, people on Instagram just freaking out because I've picked the Gamecocks to win the game. So funny. People are like literally acting like it's the end. Like we have no chance because I picked us to win. We have no chance. Like I said, I've picked us to win. And even my guy Matty P. Is Matty P tuned in? My guy Matty P. Jesus. I mean, dude, listen, if I cannot pick us to win, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I don't want to pick us to lose every game. I don't want to pick us to lose every game. So don't blame me. We're winning. We're hot. The Cocks are hot. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I to pick against that? Luke RJ. And see, Maddie, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if Matty P is tuned in the Daily Crate. If he's not, he needs to tune in. Because I'm going to talk to Matty P. I'm going to talk to Matty P directly. I'm going to talk to Matty P directly. He's not tuned in. He's in the office. Whatever. He says I'm gushing over the underdog, though. I mean, I'm not gushing. I'm picking us to win by a point. By a point? Travis Allen says, when in doubt, rip a dart. Hey, I pick us to win, rip a dart. It offsets it when you rip a dart. No, let's see. Luke RJ. Make a change at first, he says. 119 after 4 games is not great. Maybe somebody playing in Seitler's spot a couple games will help them. If someone plays better, then we made an upgrade. Luke, hear me out, man. I understand. I understand that Josiah Seitler is hitting 119 after 4 games. Luke, it is also very early in the season. Josiah Seitler could go 7 for 10 this weekend, and all of a sudden he's hitting 350. So, dude, this was a guy that was a mainstay in your lineup last year. He was your cleanup hitter a year ago. You can't just throw him to the wayside after 4 games. 4 games is not a large enough sample size to say he just doesn't have it this year, right? It's just not. It's not. Again, I understand fans want to pull the quick trigger and have conclusions drawn 4 games in, but it's a 56-game season. Some guys start hot, some guys start cold, some guys start in the middle. But you cannot, especially when it's, again, a guy like Josiah Sutter. I'd ask you this, Luke, who are you going to put in? You've got other dudes, don't get me wrong, but Seitler's a guy you were depending on. He was one of your dudes last year. So I don't care if it's him. I don't care if it's somebody else, anybody in the lineup. We are 4 games in. Again, you can get hot this weekend and it completely changes everything. Completely flips your average. I'm not saying he doesn't need to swing it better, but I don't think making a change 4 games in is the answer. Now, you want to give more guys opportunities? Sure. I'm all about that. And if it continues, you'll have to reevaluate, right? You just will. But, hey, you know who else started out seasons cold? A guy named Carlos Cortez. Thank God they didn't pull him. I mean, that dude would start out hitting like 100 for the first month, and all of a sudden he'd go on a tear. So nobody knows it more than Josiah Seitler. He needs to swing it better. And other guys in the lineup. I'm not trying to nitpick on just him, but he's a guy right now that is struggling. He's cold. But he's done it for you before. That's the difference. That's the difference. And I think he will get it turned around. Darrell Wall Jr. says, win tonight, and as bad as it's been sometimes with our basketball team, we could be 8-7 in conference play and tied for 5th in the league with Bama, because I feel LSU will lose to Kentucky and go 7-8 in league play. Yeah, be a huge win, man. Yeah, Michael Braswell's a stud, dude. Michael Braswell's a legend. He is a lizard. Brother, rip a dart. Rip a dart. Yeah, I mean, again, Seitler's cold. Don't get me wrong. He's cold. He's cold. But, you guys, you can't 4 games in. We got to get somebody else out of there. I mean, he knows he's got to swing it better. We all know, man. But, like I said, he was a mainstay in your lineup last year. Like, you'd like to think he'll get it figured out. You'd like to think he will get it figured out. But, yeah, I mean, listen, you win last night 7-1, and I think we all understand what needs to happen for this team and what the issue is right now is, like I said before, you're just not getting the big knock. You're not getting it. You're not getting the big knock, and you need to. I mean, listen, again, Winthrop was begging you to put them out of that ball game. And for whatever reason, you just didn't oblige. So it's all about getting that big knock, getting the big hit. Austin, no word on Bosnick. I would assume when Kingston speaks to the media, I believe that's tomorrow he will. I believe it's tomorrow. Whenever Kingston speaks to the media, I'm sure he will update. He'll be asked about that, no question. Big Game Boomer, by the way, just dropped his best college town rankings for 2022. He's got the Gamecocks listed at 25th. Columbia, South Carolina, got it listed at 25th. He's got Clemson 67th. It's admirable how much this dude hates Clemson. I mean, I love it. I love it. It's hysterical. He's got Alabama dead last. That's wild. But yeah, guys, in case you missed it, tonight we will be at Tin Roof. We are going to go live at 5 o'clock instead of 6 to 8. And I know my guy CJ and others were complaining. Well, again, we play at 6:30. And if we hadn't, if we had lost 2 in a row, I probably wouldn't be going. I'll be totally honest. I'd probably give the tickets away and do the show almost like a live stream watch along during the game. But we've won 2 in a row, guys, and this is a huge game. And so I thought to myself, I was like, I could go live during the game, but that doesn't feel like the right thing to do. I've got tickets. I need to be in the building. So we'll be live at Tin Roof, 5 to just before, probably 6:20. And we'll log it off and hike it over to CLA. I've got CJ and my guy Justin's tickets. So you guys be sure to come out to Tin Roof. I know you'll be there. Or if you want to meet outside the arena, I know we'll talk after this, whatever. I do have y'all's stuff, though. But, yeah, we will be rocking at CLA tonight. And we'll be out at Tin Roof, like I said. 5 to 6:25-ish right before the game, and then we will go over to CLA. So going to be a fun night. Going to be a really, really fun night. Y'all be sure to come out. Again, it's really going to serve as a pregame show for the Mississippi State game. That's really what it's going to serve as. Going to serve as a pregame show and going to be a really good time and a lot of fun. Rakeem Sprinkle says, if Gigi commits, does that guarantee that Frank Martin stays? I believe so. I think, I mean, I said it a couple of days ago that I, gun to head, would say that he's back. I think he's back. You know, I don't think we want to make a change to begin with. I really don't. I don't think we want to make a change. And, yeah, if he gets Gigi Jackson, I don't see any way they'd let him go. I don't see any way they'd let him go. CJ Curry says that's the thing. Baseball doesn't motivate the player. Motivation comes from practice, which is what Seitler will do. Luke RJ, I'm not saying don't play him anymore. Maybe let someone else start one game, see if that motivates him. That's Kingston's job to find someone else. But what was Seitler's stats last year? Well, Luke RJ, he was pretty damn good for you last year, actually. I mean, I'd have to pull the numbers. But again, Luke, I mean, you so badly want to change, but you act like there's a 350 hitter sitting on the bench. Who are you? I mean, who do you want to replace? Who do you want to replace him with? I'm not saying we don't have good players on the bench. I mean, my guy Seitler hit 268 for you last year, 7 home runs, 31 RBIs. I mean, he didn't suck. He didn't suck. So, hit 259 in SEC play, which was one of our higher averages. 3 homers, 14 ribbies. So, Luke, he was pretty good for you last year. He was pretty damn good for you last year. Seitler started 51 games for you. He was pretty damn good. He was pretty damn good. So, yeah, I just let it play, man. Let it play. We're 4 games in, my guy. We're 4 games. Hey, you know what's awesome? Being able to have these problems and talk about this after a 7-1 win, right? I'd much rather be talking about it after a 7-1 win than a 4-1 loss where you got 3 hits. You know what I mean? So at least there's that. At least there is that. Todd Smith, my guy in the super chat. Todd, thank you, sir. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Todd. Hey, guys, also, if you do want to support the business, the channel, the content, everything we do, you can on YouTube, as you just saw Todd Smith do through Super Chat, Super Stickers, all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Todd Smith. You're the freaking man, my guy. By the way, how do y'all like the setup, the baseball setup? We got the baseball set up in the background. I think we're going to rock with this the rest of the way. I will have the updated whiteboard, by the way, after our first break. Jumped on here and totally forgot to change the whiteboard. So it happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. By the way, guys, stay tuned. Stay tuned for details to come regarding next weekend. Because next weekend, in case you did not realize, it's here, man. Carolina Clemson. It is here. It's here. The best rivalry in all of college baseball. It's here. So, and I'll tell you this, CJ Curry says Saul Belk at first in the scrimmages, doesn't have the glove. I mean, I think if he had to play, I mean, he made a great play, by the way. Made a great play, by the way, on Sunday. So, he's got a good enough glove, but you want to get Belk and Seitler out there. So, both if you can. So, yeah, I like the combo right now. Seitler at first, Belk in left. Again, they're tooling with things. They are, again, trying to find their best 9, where guys fit. So, I like the experimenting they're doing. Austin, yeah, Burgee getting gunned down at third, yeah. Burgee barrels, not quite Burgee wheels. But, I mean, I love the aggressive nature, man. You're in the midweek, take chances. I love that. I love that. But, again, guys, stay tuned for details to come regarding the tailgates and all next week. I'm trying to work with Carolina Ale House in regards to them helping throw a tailgate. But, guys, even if they don't, the Rowdy Roosters are going to be out there. Like, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be out there. Hell, I'm even considering like going out there next week and let's do the Daily Crow from the lot. We could do the Daily Crow from the lot. Wouldn't be that hard. Believe it or not, would not be that hard. It would not be that difficult. It wouldn't. It actually wouldn't. So, I don't know. Could be a ton of fun. And probably what I would do is advertise the tailgate going from 2 until first pitch, just so those folks that run lot 1, you know, they say that the lots open 3 hours before first pitch. Bro, they're just open. Like they're just open. There's not yeah. Courtney, the whiteboard will be coming after the first break. I got on here and realized I didn't change it, and so I will change it over the break. Yeah, he does have a cannon. Yeah, I love Burgee behind the plate. Austin Greer says, is George Washington any good? Let's see. I got to be honest with you. I don't know anything about the Colonels. Know nothing about them. Let's see. Hold on, guys. We're going to jump into our first break. I need to take care of something. 843-790-3377. More your questions, comments, calls. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
משהו דרגי האו. Muscle Dougie Ho.
All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. By the way, shout out to my guy, CJ. I know I say my guy a lot. I'm a big my guy. My guy 2023. It's a movement. It's a movement. We're making it a thing. We're making it a thing. My guy 2023. By the way, Austin, and sorry, by the way, guys, the abrupt break. I don't know what my neighbor does. I don't know what he does, bro, in his house. But I swear it sounded like my house was caving in. So I was like, bro, what is going on? Did somebody just break into my, like, what's going on? So I wanted to make sure everything was okay. Like, I heard a loud bang. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I don't know if this dude throws furniture as a pastime, but I mean, it's absurd. Like, I'll hear these loud bangs and noises. I'm like, bro, what are you doing over there? Like, bro's doing CrossFit in the house. It's nuts. Kid's throwing around a couple cookies over there. But no, on George Washington, again, man, I have not done like a full breakdown on them yet or anything. That'll actually come for the podcast tomorrow. All I know is this, looking at their schedule, they got swept on opening weekend by the University of Texas, University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, who I've never heard of. They lost by scores of 3-0, 7-1, and 23-3. So we should have some success. Again, you win 2 of 3. You win 2 of 3. It's a successful weekend, but I mean, you look at those scores, man. This really feels like a weekend that you'd like to take advantage. You really would. You'd really like to take advantage. Let's jump to the phone here.
Call from
Scotland Davis.
Scotland, what's up, man? How are you?
It feels good to be 3-1.
It does feel good to be 3-1, my friend. How are you? What's going on?
I'm doing good, my guy. You could have been 2-2 right now.
You very well could have been 2-2. That's you maybe in a weird, crazy way should be 2-2, but you know what? You're not. You're 3-1. So, yep, feels good to be 3-1, no doubt.
So I feel like we should sweep this weekend.
Yeah, I would say, you win 2 of 3. It's a successful weekend, but yeah, man, you look at those scores and you really feel like you should be able to get a sweep. But yeah, we'll talk about it more later in the week, obviously. But yeah,
I want to talk about this team and capitalizing on other teams' sloppy play.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we don't get that under control, because we're going to run into teams, of course, Clemson, Texas, SEC play, that teams are not going to make the mistakes that Winthrop made or, UNCG made. We're going to have to start capitalizing on these mistakes because good teams are not going to make those mistakes. Bobble balls. You're not going to be able to beat them bobble balls out like you did last night. You're not going to get 22 base runners on base and only get to score 7 runs. I just feel like you're going to have to start capitalizing. Start barreling up the ball, as people call it. There's too many weak ground balls or too many weak flyouts. There's nothing barreled. There's no gaps. There's just been no hard hit balls so far. And I hope we get it under control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree with you 110%. I was there last night, obviously, and God, if you ask any of the people that were around me, I said we're allergic to, we're allergic to the barrel. We're allergic to the sweet spot. I was starting to feel a little bit like Ray Tanner, my guy, in the sense of, hey, singles clog the bases, man. To hell with singles. Let's hit bombs. Enough. Enough is enough. I mean, for the love of God. So, I like getting people on base, bro. Don't get me wrong. But, last night, for example, And I'm glad Kevin Madden got his first one, and maybe that serves as a spark for him to have a big weekend and this entire lineup. Maybe it serves as a spark for everybody. But, I mean, last night, man, wind's blowing out. It's a warm night at Founders, bro. That's a night out of a dream for a hitter. Bro, I mean, Phil Disher would have prayed for a night like that. James Darnell, Havens, they would have prayed for a night like we had last night, like wind literally blowing out all across the ballpark. So, I think it's more timing than anything because, I know these guys can hit. I know they can hit. But yeah, you're not seeing enough hard contact in the gaps. You're not seeing enough hard line drives. So you just got to hope that's something that will come around, and it needs to come around this weekend, man. That's probably going to be the number one thing I'll be looking for is just and if you do it against George Washington, it's not all of a sudden all our problems are fixed, but it needs to start happening more. That's for sure. You need to stop leaving guys on, and I think this is something though that I feel like every year we go through this early in the year. And you know why I won't overreact, Skyler, in one way or another? Because I've seen us hit 500 in non-conference and not be able to hit for shit in SEC play. So I don't think one way or the other it's an indictment or it determines what you're going to do this season. We will see. I mean, in a weird way, man, what's funny is you take on these soft throwing guys in the non-conference. I mean, some guys actually like hitting off 95, believe it or not. Some teams like hitting off that harder velocity. They get so used to it. So I'm not saying that's the case with us, but, all your points are valid. We've got to start making better contact. We're going to play teams that, we're not going to be able to depend on them making errors to get us runs on the board. So, it's got to improve, no doubt, my guy. But, right now you're hitting 313 as a ball club with 46 hits in 4 games. If you'd have told me that, I would have taken it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like every Kingston's team he has so far has had the same hitting problem? Like, can't really throw the ball, weak contact, weak ground balls.
Last year the problem was strikeouts. I mean, when we hit it, we smashed. When we hit it, we smashed last year. Problem was strikeouts. That was the biggest issue, I thought. I mean, 2018 we smashed on the way to the Super Regionals. 19 we had a bad year all around, and then 20 we didn't have a season. So, again, my guy, no disrespect, but that's what I don't really understand I don't know. They make it sound like Kingston's been here so much longer than he has. I mean, we've only had 3 seasons. That ain't that long. And 2 of the 3 we went into the postseason. So, we all agree though, man, if you hit 240 this year, okay, then it's like, all right, well, maybe this is we can't hit under this guy. But I'm not about to try to draw that conclusion 4 games in. I can tell you that.
Right.
But
if I had to, what I've seen the past 4 games, because UNCG, they barreled the ball way better than you did. They hit the ball harder than you did, and they got some hard outs, and they played better than you did. I hope we get it together. I hope we piece it together, and I hope we make a run, and I hope we have a fun baseball season.
Yeah, no, for sure.
If I had to base it off 4 games, I would say we still miss the tournament unless something changes in these next few weeks.
Well, that's the beauty of it, my guy. We got 52 games to go, so I mean, it's
I love to be 7-1.
Yeah,
I love to be 7-1.
Yeah, I would too. No, I would too, for sure.
It ain't like it can't happen, but I really feel like we sweep George Washington no problem, but it's that Charlotte game that's like the Gamecocks never played well in Charlotte. So we got the Charlotte game coming up with App State.
Yeah, I know. Now I'll be going. I've already bought my tickets. So
I will be going to North Carolina one.
Yeah, I'll be at that one as well. But and here's the thing though, we never play well in Charlotte. We have won some of those games, but normally we're playing North Carolina, NC State. I think App State should be a much more favorable matchup, or a game you'd expect to win. But I'm excited to go up there. That's a beautiful ballpark, beautiful setting for baseball, and it's always cool to go up there. So
I can't wait to go either, my guy.
Yeah.
I want to see more from pitching, especially from the bullpen. I know at the power arms, but I need to see more from pitching and more from him.
Mhm.
We all know that Josiah Slightworth needs to piece it together. He is a big key to this Gamecock offense if we want to be good.
Yeah.
We just need to do well.
Yeah.
Would like to see Braswell do well. I do think Gamecock fans are setting themselves up for failure with Braswell. Some fans are, giving him the title of something he don't need to be right now, because he is going to struggle and he is going to find there's going to be some games that he don't hit the ball well and he don't play well and
Right.
Gamecock be disappointed. I think I need to chill back on Braswell right now because he's going to be a good player and he's going to be a stud and he is a stud and he's a great baseball player, but he's going to struggle as a freshman.
Yeah.
At some point in time, I just wish fans was, tone it back because either, he's going to hit that cold streak sooner or later. I hope he doesn't, but it's baseball.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's a true freshman. He's a true freshman, so he's gonna have true freshman moments. He is.
I wouldn't label him right now. Some people are trying to label him as the best Gamecock shortstop of all time.
Oh, come on now.
Like,
come on now.
Have you been on my page lately?
Skyland, I'm a very busy man, and I can tell you what, the getting on Facebook groups and reading comments, that is far down the list on my to-do list of my priorities. I can tell you that right now. But I can imagine what folks are saying. I can imagine. I mean, again, yeah, that's – does he have the potential to be one of the best? Sure. But, yeah, I mean, come on, man. we're 4 games in, bro. So, I mean, listen, he's obviously got all the makings of a star. His moxie and swagger helps out a ton. Bow and arrow Braswell. It's a lot of fun to watch. But, like you said, man, he's a true freshman. He's going to hit some bumps in the road. He's going to get into slumps. And what will determine how great he can be and will be is, and it determines for every ball player, in my opinion. I mean, it's not about, hey, there are times where you see a beach ball and things are going well and they can't get you out. And, it's easy. The game's easy at that point. It's easy to be a good ball player then. But when you run into adversity and it looks like a pebble coming at you and you're cold, are you able to mentally push through it, grind through it, trust your skills, trust your work, make adjustments? That will determine how good of a ball player he will be at South Carolina. And I mean, again, there's nothing that says he won't make those adjustments, but I think that will be the biggest thing for Braswell. I mean, obviously he's going to improve his game, but for every young player, the mental side of being able to, when you get in slumps, when things don't go your way, because this is a game of failure and baseball will beat you to your knees and it will keep you down there if you allow it to. So can he overcome that? The mental grind, when he inevitably hits a slump, is he able to overcome that adversity? And that's going to tell us, what type of ball player he is. But again, I'm excited, man. Seven is a blast to watch, and he's got all the talent in the world. And, as Mark Kingston said, he loves the game. He plays with a fierce competitiveness and a joy for the game of baseball. And I think that can take you a really long way when coupled with the immense talent that he possesses as well. So, yeah, man, 7's going to be a blast to watch for his time in Columbia.
Oh, I agree. I think he's absolutely going to be a dog.
Yeah, I mean, he's a leader, man. And we've talked about it, Skyland. I think you and I have off the air, and I've talked to many others about it, is that in the SEC, you need that guy. You need that shortstop, man. It's just like there aren't many teams you look at across the SEC that are really good ball clubs that don't have that dude. You know what I mean? They just don't. And, yeah, so, I'm very glad. It feels like South Carolina's got him. I loved Georgie, and this isn't a dog Georgie, but I say 4 games in, I think we got an upgrade. And I tried to tell you that, and I said that all preseason. I think we got an upgrade at the shortstop spot. So we'll see. Again, going to be a long year. You can't overreact one way or another, positive or negative, but you see it. You see it. The talent's there, the ability, again, the joy, the love for the game. It's all there, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I can't wait. This is nothing. He's going to hit freshman struggles. I think he's going to bat under 300 as a freshman. I think he's going to bat between 260 and 290. I think, especially against the SEC play, I think he struggles up the plate. But this experience as a freshman is what's going to set him up in his sophomore and junior year to be an absolute stud. A stud.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're looking at him as probably like a preseason all-conference guy next year. You know, even if he doesn't have to be an all-conference guy this year, but I think they're going to see the potential, the ability. Like, he's a dude that projects well. His game projects very, very well. So I do think you will, I think you'll see him get a lot of the benefit of the doubt going into next season because of that.
I would love to see Carson, I don't forget, Hargorn, or however you pronounce his name.
Carson Hornung? Yeah.
He looked just like comfortable at the plate last weekend, and he got a base knock, so he fixed it. And I like to see more from him, and I like to see more Hector and Lambros. I'm really excited about these freshmen.
Oh, I am too. No, I am too, man. I am too. And you'd like to ideally this weekend get them in there, get them in the lineup. Again, you feel like this is an opponent you can take advantage of. And, I want to see more from the young guys. I do. I want to see more from those young guys. Like you said, Lambros, Hornung. I'd like to see Vito get some ABs. I want to see more Messina. How about Messina getting in the lineup last night? Swinging the stick, big kid. They're obviously high on him. I want to see him get more ABs. There's a lot of young players. I want to see more of Thad Hector. I want to see a lot more of Thad Hector. So there are guys to be excited about. For sure.
I would like to see them maybe move slightly off for first base because I don't feel like they trust him there. To the fact what, I don't know if you saw on guys on base, they got him like playing way off the bat.
Well, they had Belk doing that too. I think they're just teaching them that, man. I think they're just teaching them that.
I wonder what does that do?
I think honestly, like looking at it, I think what it does is, because obviously when the pitcher goes to the plate, you're bouncing off, right? You're taking like two shuffles or a shuffle, big shuffle, whatever. I think it's probably the reason they're doing it. It's putting them in a better position to field. And that's just my guess. You know what I mean? That's my guess. It's not the first time I've ever seen that in baseball. So I don't think it's something where it's like they feel some type of way about him at first. I just think that's what they're teaching them. I think that's what they're teaching them.
It could be. It could be.
I'd love to ask Kingston. I think that'd be – I wonder if anybody in the media is enough of a baseball dude to ask a question like that. I don't know, but either way.
Well, good luck to Frank Martin tonight. I hope he wins.
Yeah, huge one.
I hope he wins.
Huge one.
I'd like to see him try to get at least into NIT.
Yeah. Any type of postseason would be fun. That is for sure.
But as well, I expect to sweep this weekend, and I hope I get a dub Tuesday and go into Clemson. Friday night, I'll be there. I hope Will Sanders is on his game that night and he just shoves it down their effing throat. I know we on air.
I'd expect him to, man. I think Big Willie will do his thing, no problem. So I think he'll do his thing.
I hope Bosnick's back.
Yeah, I really want to hear the status on him. I really want to hear the status on Bosnick. I do. Mm-hmm.
I don't think he'll be back.
No, if he's anything less than 100, you don't throw him this weekend.
No. He's not going to go at all this week.
But he needs to be getting closer to that. That's for sure.
And if he's close, put him in the pen this week so he can get some.
Right.
He can get some time before he actually takes the bump on the weekend.
Yeah.
So definitely can't wait to get him back. Hopefully he's back healthy and he's the Julius Boston that we saw last year. And we have out on Friday and Saturday. The dog out Clemson and Texas.
For sure. Well, my guy, hey, it's a pleasure, man. I forgot if you said you're at the ballpark this weekend, but if you are, just let me know. I think you said you are. I'll be there all three, or actually, I won't be there Sunday, believe it or not, which is kind of hurting my heart a little bit. But we're throwing, I'm excited. We're throwing a watch party at Carolina Ale House for the women's basketball game, but I will have the game streaming on my laptop. So,
are you going to any of the SEC tournaments down here in Greenville for the women?
Well, so the SEC tournament for the women's in Nashville, actually.
Oh, they changed it?
Yeah. So because we were thinking about doing something with Carolina Ale House, and I looked at the schedule, I was like, hey, do y'all realize it's in Nashville? It's not in Greenville. So that sort of threw that for a loop. But yeah, women's is in Nashville, men's is in Tampa.
Well, let's go win it.
Yeah.
Men's and boys.
Yep.
All right. Be good.
Yeah, man. I'll hit you. I appreciate you, Skyland. Thanks so much for the call. Good stuff. 843-790-3377. Great baseball talk there with Skyland Davis. Breaking, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you. Corey Gardner says Madden hit the ball hard several times last night. I think he'll have a good weekend. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, listen, I'm not worried about Kevin Madden, man. That's a dude that, again, hit 313 last year at Vatech. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. This is not his first rodeo. So Tommy Wallace says, time will tell if our baseball coaches are upgrades. We will see if we can get the adjustments made that we need to be made. I believe they will. It'll take a few more weeks to see. Yeah, Tommy, I mean, listen, good take. Long season. Let it play out. Joe Anders, what would it mean for South Carolina basketball if Frank lands G.G. Jackson? I mean, it'd be huge. It'd be huge. It's all about recruiting, man. It's about Jimmys and Joes, not X's and O's. And, you get a guy like G.G. Jackson, it would be massive. There's no doubt it'd be massive. What do you think the magic number for wins is to at least slide in the NIT? Joe, I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I can't set a specific number for sure. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. That's all I can say. Just keep winning. My guy P-Mod, Coach P-Mod. First day of practice. Let's all wish P-Mod best of luck. W's in the chat for P-Mod. W's in the chat for P-Mod. Wishing him best of luck. Let's see. Yeah. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. Exciting day today. Hey, podcast dropped this morning also. Episode 605 of the Spurs Up Show. Full breakdown of the game last night against Winthrop, and also a breakdown and preview of the game tonight against Mississippi State. P-Mod says we're going 20-10 now. Tattoo Watch. 2022 is on. Tattoo confirmation. Let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Herbstreit.
Let's go.
to accept,
I look
press
forward to this
1.
every day.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
Robbie, what's going on, my guy? How are you?
What's up, my guy? How are you today?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking. Always look forward to your call.
Officially, that's the word of the day.
My guy. My guy. Indeed. What's up, man?
I feel like I'm watching an episode of Sesame Street, man. It's crazy.
Why Sesame
In the
Street?
word
Do
of the
they
day,
say that?
My guy.
Did they say that?
Huh?
They-
They always on Sesame Street. They always have the word of the day. I'm guessing the word of the day.
Oh, okay.
guy.
I got you. I was a little confused. Now I'm following you. A little confused. Now I'm following you. Okay.
Okay. So my prediction for tonight for the men's basketball game, surprisingly, is almost identical to your score. Okay. I
Mhm.
got us winning 77-76.
Wow. Very close indeed.
And I just want to see us for a full-blown 40 minutes make another team's life a living hell. Okay? Make their life a living hell. Okay? Yes. It's a home game, correct?
Yes, yes. 6:30 tip off at the
Okay.
CLA.
So
I will be
make
there. Yes.
Colonial Life Arena a living hell.
A living
for 2
hell,
hours.
my guy. A living hell.
A living hell. I don't give a flying monkey fart what the score is at the end of the game. Make their life a living hell.
A flying monkey fart. Bro, I cannot.
I don't care.
I cannot. I cannot. I tried to normally hold it together. I could not hold it together this time. I couldn't hold it
Dude,
together.
you're losing your sugar honey iced tea right now.
Oh man. Oh my God. Wow.
Once again,
Oh
another
man.
epic call.
Oh
from
man. Oh
Robert.
man. Oh man.
Oh my God. Last night was fun. I listened to the baseball game, of course. And my dad asked me, he's like, why do you want to go to the game that's on your birthday? I was like, first off, it's on my birthday. Second off, tickets for that game's going to be like ridiculously cheap compared to the weekend series, okay? So,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's not every day you get to, watch your favorite team play on your birthday in person, okay?
Mhm.
So that's why. And I truly think that whenever we get Bosnick back on the on the team, okay, I think we will see the best version of this team. We have not seen the best version of this team yet, okay?
I
Yes,
agree. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
haven't lost it. We have not lost a series yet. We're 1-0 when it comes to series, okay? I don't care how many games we lose. I'll be happy, okay? You hear me, Kingston? You win 2 out of 3, I will be a happy guy for the rest of the summer. I guarantee you.
My guy will be a happy guy.
And for the love of God, get to Omaha, will you please? That's all the people want. You got to give the people what they want. They want to see our Gamecocks make it to Omaha and win another national title in baseball. Okay? That's what they want to see. Because it's been a while since we've been to Omaha. Okay? It's been a while.
It has. 2012. Been a decade. Trust me, I want to go as bad as
It
you
has
do.
been a decade.
One of my
A decade too long.
my dream scenario doing the Spurs Up show, like it will be one of the peaks in 2 different scenarios. Live stream
Nice,
from the national
nice.
championship in football
Yes.
and going to and making content and live and all that shit from Omaha. That would be like
Yeah.
doing the Daily Crow from Omaha, and that would be one of those moments you look around like have to pinch yourself like, holy shit, we made it. Holy hell, this is why you do
I've
it.
actually been to Omaha, but the only time that one time I did go to Omaha, it wasn't for the College World Series. It was actually me and my brothers and my sister and my parents. We went to the Omaha Zoo, which that zoo is awesome. Which that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I've never been to
I was like,
Omaha.
maybe
I've never been to Omaha, my guy. Never
The
have.
Omaha Zoo is pretty sweet. I'm not even gonna lie. But and I think if I was Frank Martin, this is what I would tell the guys in the locker room before we go out. Look, okay. You know what you have to do. Okay? We've practiced, we've prepared. You know what you have to do. Go out there and do it. It's that easy. The only problem is the people that are standing in your way is not just yourself at this point. It's also the other team. because they will do whatever they have to do to ruin the rest of your season.
Right.
And I don't care if you have to scratch, claw, I don't care. Bite, get a rebound for crying out loud, will you?
Bite that SOB if you got to get a rebound. Do
I
what
don't
you
care.
got to do.
Just make sure it's somebody in a white uniform coming down with the basketball. Okay? I don't care. You make sure whenever I look at the stats after the ball game is over, we dominated and getting rebounds. Okay? I don't care. Priority number one, only person getting the ball is a person in a white uniform.
Facts.
Somebody in a maroon uniform ain't getting the ball. No. They will have. I want you to have the mentality of they will have to kill you to get the ball from you. And I think if we play like that, we will beat Mississippi State tonight.
I think so too, man. And again, I look at it. Is Mississippi State a better basketball team than you? I think probably they are. Yeah, I think they're more talented top to bottom. But,
Right.
man, you're hot. You're hot. When you're hot, man. The Cocks are hot. And who am I to go against that? Who am I to pick against fate? You know what I mean? Who am I to pick against fate? That's how it feels. So you know what? I'm rolling with the Gamecocks, man. And I guess half of Gamecock Nation hates me for it, but so be it. So be it.
Well, just so you
It
know,
is what it
I
is.
don't hate you, okay? I don't hate you.
I don't think you do, Robbie. And I'd be so devastated if you did.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. It's not in my character to hate someone.
I love to hear that, man. All love. Robbie Davis is all love.
Nothing but love on this end, my guy. Nothing but love.
My guy. My guy. What a time. What a time.
Oh, man.
Not even a single
And-
flying monkey fart
And
will be
just
given.
a reminder, the Sunday game against Clemson next weekend, I will be watching that game on TV because it'll be on TV, so I will be watching that game.
Robbie,
first pitch
here's
all
what
the
we
way
need.
up until
By
it's
the
over.
way, Robbie, hold on. We need somebody's got to
Yeah.
get you a login, my guy, because there ain't no reason you shouldn't be watching all of them. I need Robbie Davis to tune in. I don't need Robbie Davis listening on the radio. I'm gonna get you.
Well, right
I'm gonna
now,
get you an
it's the
ESPN
only option I
login.
got.
I'm gonna get you an ESPN login. I refuse. I refuse to allow Robbie Davis. I refuse to allow Robbie Davis to not be able to watch the stream. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh, man. There's probably people hating on my call right now, but
Who gives a damn? To hell with them. Bad day to
I
be a
don't care. You,
bad
guess
day to be
what?
a slap
You've
dick.
never met me in person, so how can you hate someone you've never met? There you go.
bad day to be a slap dick.
Don't be a slap dick.
Anything but that, man. Anything but that. You know what
You can be-
you know what?
you
Hey, you
can-
know what the
you-
opposite?
you
You know what the opposite of my guy is? A slap dick.
can-
If you're not my guy, you're a slap dick. Confirmed. The opposite of my guy is a slap dick. That's it. Yeah.
But
And never
also,
forget it.
before I
Never forget it, Robbie. They hate you because they ain't you, my guy.
Yes. Okay. Seriously. Okay. I promise you, you haters out there that don't like me whenever I call in, okay? You meet me in person, I promise you, you will fall in love with me. I guarantee you. Because I love having a good time. I do. But all I ask of you, you've heard this. You definitely heard the saying, right? Treat people the way you want to be treated, right?
That's a
Right?
fact.
Right?
That's a fact. The golden rule.
I am going to literally, I don't care who it is that hates me. I'm going to treat you with respect and with dignity because that is how I was raised. I love the fact that my parents raised me that way, okay? For those of you that hate me, again, I have no no ill will towards you whatsoever for the haters. None whatsoever. Okay? None. Because in the good book it says to love one another as I have loved you. That is what Jesus said in the Bible. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Okay?
Robbie pulling out the
Kill him
good
with
book
kindness,
references
dude.
on a Wednesday.
Killing them with kindness, my guy. Killing them with kindness. Okay? And
Hey, Robbie, by the way, not
I
to cut you off,
Yeah.
Tanner Land says he's on the way to the gym. He needs some words of motivation. You got anything for Tanner for him to get a good workout in?
here's what I would do, okay? Don't quit. No matter how bad you're hurting, don't quit. No matter how bad your arms are hurting or your legs or whatever it is you're going to be doing today, don't quit. Because trust me, my friend, what I deal with every day, my legs hurt 24/7. And I don't let it stop me from doing what I want to do. And you know what I'm talking about, Chris, because we talked about it. I have had times where my legs hurt so bad that I sometimes cry whenever my legs hurt. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not lying. I would not wish what I deal with every day on my worst enemy. Even the people that hate me in the live chat, I would not wish what I deal with on a daily basis on them whatsoever. Because I'm not that kind of guy.
You're not that kind of guy, but you are my guy. You're our guy, Robbie, and we appreciate you.
I will take it. I will take it.
We got big
appreciate
love.
it.
I got big love for my guy.
Go Gamecocks. To heck with Clemson and beat George Washington, doggone it.
Let's go. Love it. Love it. Robbie, always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you for always brightening my day with your commentary.
No problem, dude.
And
No problem.
Yes. And we will talk again soon, my friend.
Absolutely. Have a great day, okay?
You too, man. Thanks so much. What a legendary call that was. Tanner's about to go max day. He's like, max day. Yep. Tommy Wallace, I vote for Robbie as a legend caller to the show, kind of like Feinbaum. Yeah. I mean, if there's like a TDC Hall of Fame, Robbie Davis has got to be, he's got to be top of the list. He's got to be top of the list. Has to be. Darryl Ball Jr. Yeah, it's funny. If you're not my guy, the opposite of being my guy is being a slapdick. That's it. The opposite of being my guy is being a slapdick. So, guys, what a day we're having. What a day we're having. Luke R just said, big brain Chris doesn't want to get the tattoo. That's why he picked against the Cox. Or maybe that's what you're saying. That's why I picked the Cox. Bro, that's not it. I don't pick us trying to get the pick wrong. I want to get the pick correct. So I just really think at home, again, we are doing things that don't make any sense. We're only a 2-point dog, guys. So who knows, man? We'll see what happens. Hey, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Guys, we are going to jump into a quick break, but I want to continue to hear from you. More your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
Muscle Dougie, ho. Mas eu tenho aqui,
All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls. We got a comment here from Tony Sharp. Says we need to have a TSUS meet and greet, a cookout or something. I'm a cook guy, and I can do barbecue. I mean, Tony, the tailgates kind of effectively serve as that, right? I mean, are they not? That's sort of what the tailgates are. So, but hey, if you want to volunteer to cook, dude, I'd love to have you. I'd love to have you. Let's see. Again, guys, huge day, game day. South Carolina taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Oh, by the way, huge announcement, not pertaining to us necessarily, but to all of us, for all of us. Big news. Per sources, South Carolina will return this weekend to a full baseball broadcast. 4 cameras. So, great news for those who cannot be there in person. That is fantastic news for those who cannot be there in person. So, and that is coming from a very good source, a.k.a. someone who helps with the production, the broadcast, and all that. So he let me know they will have a full-on production this week. And I think Gamecock Nation heard you all. They heard us. Good job. You know, normally when Gamecock fans want to see something happen, it happens. So, good on you. Luke RJ, college baseball national or something. They've got us ranked, but no, we're not ranked across most polls. No, we're not ranked yet. So, you know, the baseball rankings, that they're fun, they're cool, but they're really not something to worry about, man. I mean, you win enough games, the rankings will come. You win games, the rankings will come. It's not something to get worked up over. I mean, it's not something really to get, you know, whatever. I mean, I just want to win. I just want to win, and you know that'll take care of itself. That will take care of itself. So, John Kruger, the camera angles will just be like the normal camera angles that you're familiar with. Probably behind the pitcher, first base, third base, and then probably that home plate view. But yeah, should be returning to a more normal production, normal product, which is great. I mean, which is great. That single camera was just not getting the job done. It was just not getting the job done. Let's see. Thomas Walker says, if only every slapdick would change after winning that award. Yeah, that's what it was. They were named Slapdick of the Weekend, and that's it. It was like, well, we got to switch it up. We can't be the Slapdicks of the Weekend. Ranger Ryan, why were the broadcast limited to start with? Well, because they said that, you know, cameras were allocated to basketball, this, that, whatever. Well, that didn't fly with Gamecock Nation. That didn't fly with Gamecock Nation. Let's see. Yeah, if only folks who got nominated or won the Slap Dick of the Weekend award, if only they would change their wicked ways, right? If only they would all change. If only they would all change. Again, guys, want to hear from you, 843-790-3377. Again, South Carolina getting the win last night over Winthrop, 7-1. Huge basketball game. I don't need to say a whole lot about that tonight at CLA. Gamecocks taking on Mississippi State. I do have South Carolina getting the W. I do have them getting the W. And again, I want to reiterate and say it yet again. I have picked South Carolina to win this season. And they've won. They haven't lost every time I picked them. So it's not a kiss of death. It's not a kiss of death. What do you guys think about Mississippi State being a 2-point favorite, by the way? I thought that was I'm torn on it because on one hand, I can't believe Vegas just keeps not giving us any benefit of the doubt and making us a favorite in the ballgame. It's shocking to me. On the other side, I look at it where is it a little bit of a sucker play in the sense of people are going to look at this game and say, oh, South Carolina, the home underdog, they've won 3 in a row, got to hammer them. But it's like, Travis Allen says, Chris, have you ever been here in Greenwood to see Lander play? Travis, I've actually pitched on that field. So, yeah, I've been there. I have not just gone out there to see them play. But, no, yeah, I've pitched on that field. So, yeah, Lander's a good ball club. For sure. Ian Jenkins, by the way, former Gamecocks baseball player. He's out there playing for Lander. So, great. Let's jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Luke RJ.
Luke, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. I wanted to talk some baseball today, but the basketball game tonight, man, I'm just hoping we don't have a letdown. We've won, I think, 3 in a row, big games. I'm kind of hoping that the bigs get some one-on-one play like down low, and because Kotar and Silva could do that, and if they can get it going down there, maybe they can dish it out. But I'd like to see some more half court offense, like going through the bigs. I just hope we don't have a letdown this game, and hopefully there's a good crowd. The cockpit's got some incentives to get the students there, and there's not like a big, production going for the game, but hopefully it'll be a big crowd.
I mean, I'd have to imagine. I would like to think this will be one of the most raucous crowds you've had all season. I would have to think so. I'd have to think so. So, yeah, I think it'll be electric, and you got a great opportunity, man. You got a great opportunity. I think it'll be a close, competitive game. Again, I picked the Gamecocks to win by a single point, but I think it'll come down to the wire. Would not surprise me at all if South Carolina's down at half again. They tend to do that. Would not shock me if they're down at half again, but find a way in the second half. That's just what you've done. Man. So, we'll see if the cardiac Cox can keep it going.
Okay, so about baseball, I thought the coach before Kingston, I felt like he didn't really adjust his lineup very much. Like, he stuck with the veteran guys, the guys that waited their turn and just left them in there. And even in game, like, there wasn't a lot of substitutions. And in my mind, I felt like, and, I think Kingston's doing a better job with that. And, about Sightler, I don't watch every single pitch of every single game unless it's like, postseason or something. So it's hard to make a judgment on somebody that shouldn't be playing or whatever if they're not hitting well and all that kind of stuff. But I understand that, these veteran guys, they need to be in there every single game. They need to be getting it back. They need to be padding their stats. They need to be in there. But I'm just thinking, with this George Washington series coming up, I guess it's like, when, as a coach, if you're looking at it as a coach, it's a team game. If I was a player, I'd hate to see my name not be in the lineup that day, that's devastating. You see, well, I thought I was playing today, but, I'm not. And, just what do you think about, like, giving some of these young guys an opportunity, but then still trying to manage having your main players, get the bats that they're supposed to have and stuff like that?
I mean, again, I think your main guys, they need to get those reps. They need to get those reps. They need those ABs. I think, again, to your point, in this George Washington series, ideally, you're getting a bunch of guys in there, man. I think ideally you are. But number one priority is winning the baseball game. And you got to roll out with your best 9. You got to roll out with your best dudes. And, again, you can't bail on a guy 4 games in the season. I get what you're saying. I look at the stats. Hey, Josiah Seitler right now is 2 for 17. But things can change so quickly. He can go 7 for 10 this week, and all of a sudden he's hitting 350. You know what I mean? So, and you look at him. I mean, do you think he's one of your best 9? I think he is. He was one of your best 9 last year. So, it's a thing, again, where baseball, you need that's why you play so many games, man. You don't play one series and call it a year. You don't play 12 games like football. You know what I mean? Baseball is a numbers game in a way. Certainly, it's statistics driven, and it evens itself out at some point. So that's why you've got to get your guys at bats. You've got to get them reps. Got to get them swinging. And you hope that, again, the numbers will even themselves out and they will come around and be productive for you and help you win a lot of baseball games. So I think you'll continue to see them, especially at the DH spot. I think they'll continue to try new guys out. I think this weekend, ideally, they're going to get a lot of guys in there. I think getting these youngsters, continue to get them innings. You want to get their feet wet, get them experience. That's the ideal situation, right? But number one priority is to win the baseball game. That's the number one priority. So, we'll see how they continue to tinker with the lineup. But, I mean, here's the thing, man. You talk about Chad Holbrook and what he did or didn't do with the lineup. You are not going to have a lot of success, if any at all, changing your lineup every day. I mean, at some point, you got your glue guys. You've got your cornerstones that they got to play, man. They're your dudes. I mean, Andrew Eister, he ain't coming out in the lineup. I don't give a damn what's going on. He ain't coming out in the lineup. I mean, there were people last year that wanted Wes Clark benched. I'm like, bro, you got to ride with him for the year, man. He's your dude. He's your guy.
Yeah.
You got to ride with him, man. The good and the bad. You got to. Because I tell you what, here's the thing people, I think, they don't understand. The only way to get out of a slump is to hit through it. I'm sorry, but getting benched does not help anybody get out of a slump. It doesn't. You got to continue to get ABs and make adjustments, make small, minor adjustments, and you hope that at some point those adjustments equate to more production and, all of a sudden you get your confidence back or what have you, and, now you're hot again. So Josiah Seitler, for example, I just don't think taking him out of the lineup is going to get him hot all of a sudden. It's just not going to happen. So, and again, this is a guy, like I said, hit 268 for you last year. He didn't hit 100. You know what I mean? He was a dude for you all year. So you got to trust that we've played 4 games. If we've played 24 games and he's hitting 115, we got a problem. But we've played 4. So one good weekend, all of a sudden he's hot. You just never know. So I look at him, though, one of your best 9 bats. But again, they're gonna continue to try different guys and get these youngsters look, because you do have youngsters that are, that need to see innings. So.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not singling out Sightler. Somebody, called in, and I think Austin did, about, his batting average right now. And I know the coach knows, who's got potential and, who has a chance to be good. And, all these players can defend, you would think, being recruited at South Carolina. And, about winning the game, I mean, as long as you got, your good pitchers in there, they're going to keep the runs down. They're going to keep, keep you in the game. But I'm just thinking, like, with baseball, a lot of times it seems like the veterans, have to wait their turn, or they're people say they're not ready or whatever. But then you got like somebody like Braswell, he's in there and he's playing right away. And I'm just thinking, like, it just seems like maybe there's somebody else on the bench that could end up being a better player than Sightler. Like, I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying, or somebody else that's struggling right now, and, put some competition in there. If you don't hit, you're gonna, I know people need a bat, like you said. But maybe, instead of waiting till SEC play where, somebody was a good player last year, that, they end up struggling in the crucial moments when somebody could have emerged, as, a better player down the stretch. And then you got to worry about, team chemistry and people getting upset and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I hear what you're saying. I would just say I don't think there's another Michael Braswell like behind Sightler that's not getting an opportunity. Michael Braswell is doing what Michael Braswell is doing, and he's starting because he's earned it. He's earned the spot. He won the job. And I mean, at some point, man, again, they go. I mean, these coaches, they watch practice. They're paid to do it. And so, if there was a guy that they had back there waiting in the wings, I think he'd probably be the guy. He'd probably start. And if they had that dude, they'd probably move, I don't know, Sightler to DH and put another first baseman in, or vice versa. But, I will say being a veteran does matter to a degree. It does. Michael Braswell is going to be special, but, a lot of your better hitters in the SEC, they're not freshmen. They are veteran dudes that have got a lot of experience under the belt, that, have seen lots of innings and have done it before. So, again, it's something you continue to evaluate. Again, if we're 20 games in and Sightler still ain't figured it out, then yeah, you got to start trying some different things. But 4 games, man. You can't you can't bail on your guy 4 games in, man. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. It ain't like football again, where 4 games is a third of your season. You know what I mean? We're going to play 3 this weekend. So, you continue to put him out there. Maybe you move him up and down in the lineup, what have you, and you just hope that your dude at some point does come around and swings it the way he can. And if a freshman steps up and takes that job, great. There's plenty of competition, bro. I promise you. There's plenty of competition. Plenty of competition. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but again, I'm just trying to explain to you that you I do think Sightler's one of your best 9 swinging it, and you got to at least give him an opportunity to get hot, to get in his groove. I know he's had a slow start, but 17 at bats is not enough of a sample size to say, well, he just doesn't have it this year. Again, he could go 7 for 10 this weekend, and all of a sudden he's hitting 400, and so we'll see. We'll see if he can figure it out.
I got one more thing. I'm not saying bail on Sightler. Somebody commented or called in, like I said, talked about his batting average. I don't even watch every pitch. And my second question was Wingo being there as an assistant now. Have you seen like the routine plays being made every time? Is Is there some guys that aren't making the routine plays, or could be better in the field, or you see them playing better?
Yeah, I mean, again,
overall,
we've only played 4 games. I think the defense has been really good. I think the defense has been really, really good. I mean, Michael Braswell's obviously been a star. I think Braylon Wimmer's played a good second base. Overall, I mean, I have no issues with the defense. I think you're improved on the infield. Kevin Madden's got a cannon at third. And I think you got a really athletic outfield. So, yeah, I mean, Scott, obviously, having Scott on staff, I mean, friend of mine, friend of the show, having Scott on staff is a plus. There's no question. But, it also helps to have talented baseball players. And we've just got talented, athletic baseball players, and they're making plays, and they're playing with confidence. And so defense was something – I wasn't worried about defense coming in the season. I think we are very solid defensively.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I hope Frank can pull this game out tonight. And Spurs up, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Luke, appreciate it, my guy. Always a pleasure. Great stuff. Guys, we're going to jump into our final break of the show. Great stuff. We're rocking, we're rolling here this Wednesday. Again, final break of the show, but I do want to continue to hear from you, 843-790-3377. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
Marshall Dougie, ho. Marshall Dougie, ho.
All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. Final 15 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow. By the way, guys, Behind the Beak, the plan is for it to return today, this afternoon. I'm going to do my best to get that done, the vlog, before the basketball game, before even our Tin Roof live show tonight. Crazy story. I had Behind the Beak done. Had it done yesterday and went to export it. And it was exporting, and it froze mid-export. And it did not save any of it. And, of course, so going to redo that today. And, yeah, should have it out later today. Really excited to have Behind the Beak back. Justin Kyle says, all I know is the camera angle and broadcast the games has been hogwash. I don't remember the last time I saw hogwash used in a sentence. No graphics of the player info and stats and can't see the dang strike zone. Yeah, Justin, in case you didn't see my tweet, per sources season. But yeah, I was reached out to. South Carolina is actually going to return to a full broadcast for all of the games this weekend at Founders Park. I was informed of that, so really excited for that to be the case. Really excited for fans. So yeah, La Tech taking on LSU tonight in baseball. In case you guys are curious. Luke RJ says, I can feel it, Braden. Says, I can feel it. We got to play well against Mississippi State. They beat us by double digits last time at their place. Yeah. I mean, State's a good team. State's a good basketball team, straight up. They're a good basketball team. So, but I just look at the game. I just look at the game and listen, is Mississippi State better than you? Probably a better team top to bottom. But when a team gets hot, and South Carolina is scorching hot right now. They are scorching hot. So it is so funny. It is so funny reading all the comments. People freaking out that I'm picking us to win. Delete this. Why'd you pick us? Anyways, hey, by the way, State 2-point favorite in the game. State's a 2-point favorite. So if you feel good about it, hammer the cocks.
Call from
Justin Kyle.
Here we go. Justin, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Just hanging out. What's up?
So I have a question, man. I made a comment about the camera angle and the broadcast on, I guess, SEC Network Plus or whatever it's been running on. Is it because it seems like I remember years back they had said that the camera was the way it was because there's still other sports being played at our facilities and they don't have it. I don't know. It seems like I remember hearing that the outfield camera's not set up until after basketball season or something like that. Or something, I don't know.
Yeah, because of basketball season. Because of basketball season. Yeah, because the limited production space and cameras and just, yeah. I mean, it was just a bad excuse.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the Winter game last night, I enjoy watching it, but, you can't see balls and strikes. You can't see anything. I mean, it's brutal.
Yeah, no, it's I've really felt for the fans that have had to watch that. So thank God it's fixed. Shouldn't have to deal with it anymore.
So I guess my question is obviously the Knights have another big men's game. Like you have to win your 2 home games, to even kind of up your ante, as far as the NCAA, and you're still way outside the box looking in.
Oh, yeah.
You probably have to beat Auburn or something. You had to do something. But I guess my question is, if we lose any of the next 3 games, we're pretty much, the NCAA is pretty much a no-go at that point.
Yeah, I think so also. I do. I think so.
I mean, and Alabama didn't look too hot last night against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt actually should have pulled that off against Bama last night.
Yeah,
but Alabama's kind of
it's been a mess. It's been a mess.
Alabama's kind of like, I mean, obviously they've won way bigger games than we have, but they're kind of in the same boat. I mean, their record's around the same as ours, and they've been pretty inconsistent. I mean, they beat Gonzaga, they beat Baylor, and then they turn around and lose to, Georgia. I mean, got smoked by, I think Georgia beat them, if I'm not mistaken, or one of the lower teams, I think, beat them at their house. So Bama's beatable. I mean, but they have a lot of shooters, though. I mean, it's going to take a good defensive game to even pull that one out, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to keep shooting hot. If we have one of these nights where, Cousinard goes, 2 of 10 and, with 9 points, and, Stevenson has one of his off nights and, gets 7, 8 points, I mean, it's a doozy. It's over.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel excited. I feel excited for it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I live 3 hours away. I was born, raised in South Carolina, so I used to live about an hour away. There's tons of tickets on StubHub, even 2 or 3, 3, 4 rows off the court there for like $7, $8 a piece. So
yeah,
I'm sure the game's.
I hope it's packed.
It needs to be. It needs to be a big crowd in there for sure. All right, sir. Well, you have a great day, sir.
Justin, I appreciate you calling as always, my man. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Great stuff. 843-790-3377. Some of the guys at the 843-790-3377. Sorry, just dealing with putting out fires with merch. It's funny. People just freaking out. They can't just check shipping on their own. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. According to Washington, says we have some fragile fans. I hear you. Justin Kyle, what section are you in? I'm in 118. 118. That's my season tickets. So that's where I'll be. That's where I will be, 118. Let's see. Daryl says State did beat us by 20 there. They shot like 65% from the field. Everything they threw up went in. Hopefully the roles are reversed tonight and we shoot 60%. Yeah, hey, we have not lost a game. We have not lost a game in which we outshot the opponent. And that feels like an obvious stat. But, yeah, I mean, it's, we shoot well, we win. I mean, and Frank Martin teams, when they shoot well, they win. I mean, the bottom line. When they shoot well, they win. So, yeah, when they shoot well, they win. Let's see. Gamecock Twitter is very happy with the latest news that South Carolina will return to a full broadcast this weekend. Again, I think South Carolina fans, we finally just complained long enough and it worked. Hey, when we complain, things happen. Things happen. Darrell Jr. State's 1-7 on the road, and we are 10-4 at home. Yeah, I mean, again, I picked the Gamecocks to win, guys, 76-75. So whether you love that, hate that, whatever, I just think South Carolina right now is a team of destiny. That's how they're playing. They're playing like a team of destiny. And you know what? Is State a better team top to bottom? I think probably they are, but South Carolina's hot, and that's really all that matters. South Carolina's hot right now. They are they are in a zone, and I mean, who am I to go against that? You know what I mean? Who am I to go against that? So, let's see. Justin, how long does it take tonight before Martin goes into that nasty zone defense? Bro, do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do, my guy. Do whatever you got to do. Should be a fun one, though. Again, Mississippi State, revenge game. They beat the crap out of you last time you played them. So, they beat the crap out of you last time you played them. So, I mean, why not? Why not get some revenge? How about this? How about Debo Williams dropping his own podcast? How about Debo Williams dropping a podcast? And episode 1, he's going to have Braden Davis and Marshawn Lloyd on the show. Robbie Davis texting in. What a legendary Robbie call today. He says, just wanted to say go Gamecocks. Heck with Clemson. Again, my prediction 77-76, South Carolina. Love to hear that, Robbie. Love to hear that. Love to hear that, my guy. Tommy Willis, I thought I heard you hollowing on the baseball broadcast yesterday. Were you somewhere behind the backstop? Commentators even remarked about it. I don't think I was really that loud at all yesterday, so it might have been somebody else. Luke RJ, hopefully Reese can make some threes this game, 1 for 9 last game. Yeah, you need to get him hot again. But Jermaine Couisnard, what does Coos? I think that's one of the biggest storylines. What does Coos do for an encore? I certainly don't expect him to score 33 points again, but I've said it many times, and I'll say it again. The best version of this basketball team is with Jermaine Couisnard on the floor. And again, that's not a hot take. I think that's obvious. And when he's playing well, this team is normally doing fairly well. So I'm excited to see, man. Excited to see what he can do. Again, what he does following up that huge game on Saturday. And you need him. You need him. Bottom line, you need Reese. You need Stevie. You need all your shooters. Got to play defense. And who knows, man? It could be a magical night at CLA. And I just feel like, again, Gamecocks are playing like a team of destiny, man. You can talk Vegas. You can talk matchups and keys to games. But, dude, at some point, you're just hot. And when you're hot, you're hot. When you're hot, you're hot, man. When you're hot, you're hot. And it really does feel like, too, though, these are games where, again, you get to this point in the season, guys, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this is a must-win game. This is a pivotal game because, no, duh, they're all big. They're all pivotal, whatever. But, it feels like if you lose any of the next 3, all the conversation around South Carolina possibly making, being on the bubble and getting to that point, I think that all kind of goes away. And, hey, South Carolina, by the way, the Gamecocks have an opportunity to do something that I said they would not do this season, and that's be above 500 SEC play. So you can prove me wrong yet again. Get above 500, and, again, really put your bubble hopes in overdrive. You win this one, you're 8-7 in the league. Who knows, man? I mean, who knows? Again, when you're hot, you're hot, and right now the Cocks are hot. Can they stay hot? That's the question. Guys, we're about to hit 2 o'clock. Going to get out of here. Appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said before, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 605. Also, come out to Tin Roof tonight. We are live at Tin Roof, 5 until about 6:30 or just before, and then we're going to hike it over to CLA. Basically, just going to serve as a pregame show. Literally going to serve as a pregame show with the Mississippi State game. Of course, also, quick reminder, watch party this Sunday as South Carolina women's basketball takes on Ole Miss. That'll be at 2 o'clock. Doors open at 11. You're surely getting there by 1. We're also going to have a giveaway. Stay tuned for that and all the details. And, really excited what's going on, man. All the content rolling. We're going to have new merch rolling as well. Going 1,000 miles an hour, but you know what? We love it. We love it. The joy is in the journey. The beauty is in the banter, and we love it each and every single day. And, again, guys, appreciate you, all your love and support, man. It's been awesome thus far early in this baseball season, seeing all the Rowdy Roosters and hanging out with so many great Gamecocks. And can't wait to see it packed out tonight at the CLA and see you all at Tin Roof, and we're going to have a blast. So, again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, head out to CLA if you can. Let's cheer on the boys. Go Cox. Beat Mississippi State. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we will talk to you